Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to do 3 eye looks for you guys using the Pat McGrath Blitz Astral quads that she came out for holiday 2019. And yes, I did go back and forth in my head about whether or not to actually do this video, because as far as I can find anywhere online, only one of the quads is still available for sale. But I finally decided that I would go ahead and do it because these quads at first glance appear to be something that it's hard to do a complete look using just that quad. There's like almost no mats. One of them has no mats. There's nothing to use as a transition shade. They just seem like a lot to do a look in and of itself in a single quad. And I know a lot of you out there already have the quads, and maybe the only way you use them is to pick colors out of them and add to other palettes, or bring another palette in to add a color to the quad. And I just wanted to show 3 looks using exclusively just the quad. So this is what the packaging looked like for them. There was the Blitz Astral quad in Iconic Illumination, which is the one I have on right now. We've got Astral Gold Allure, Blitz Bordeaux, Blitz Brown, and Bronze Gold 003. There was the Blitz Astral Quad in Ritualistic Rose. This is the Ritualistic Rose. Looks like this. The shades are Antique Gold, Astral Rose Gold, Rose Quartz, and Beyond Bronze. And then finally the Blitz Astral Quad in Nocturnal Nirvana. It really is a beautiful palette, but at the same time I could easily see it being an intimidating palette to pick up and use this palette exclusively for an eye look. Incandescent Gold, Blitz Aquamarine, Blitz Purple, and VR Emerald. I love these quads. I think the shadows are beautiful. They're very typical Pat McGrath. You could almost imagine them in any of her larger palettes. There was nothing really out of the ordinary in any of them, except for maybe this Nocturnal Nirvana. It had a blue and a green and a purple that were very bright and vibrant, unlike the browns, reds, and golds, and a pink. And of course some more gold that we've been getting from Pat McGrath lately. One thing I had not noticed about these palettes until I started filming this video, because I had taken the shadow name insert out of the palette, is that there is something on the back of each of them that I had never noticed. And I'm going to read to you what it says, just in case you've never taken yours out and seen it. It says, Pat McGrath, the mother of makeup and the runway. 25 years of groundbreaking artistry, obsession, inspiration, addiction. 87 makeup trunks used backstage at Fashion Week. Artistry, alchemy, allure. Created the look for 3,300 runway shows on 129,000 models. Technique, technology, truth. The makeup master behind 401 magazine covers. Mastery, Lord, mesmerization, majorness. I've never known this was back there the whole time. It's like, I love it. I had no idea. I'm going to show it to you. Anyway, I just thought that was pretty neat. I want to thank all of you guys for clicking on this video and giving me a chance. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you do enjoy it also, please consider subscribing. For those of you that do subscribe already, you know how I feel. If you make it all the way to the end of the video, and I really sincerely hope you do, and you enjoy the video, if there's a palette or 2 that you would like to see an eye look with, please leave me a comment down below and let me know. And if I own it, I will be glad to do that. But anyway, we all know you're here for the eye look, so Let's get that started.
Okay, we're going to start out with the Blitz Astral Quad in Ritualistic Rose, Wayne Goss 17 brush, and Beyond Bronze. I'm going to use this fluffier brush to buff this brown shade into a transition shade. I'm going to pull it down onto the lid as it sheared out some. I'm going to take the same shade on a Wayne Goss number 18, and now I want it to be a more dense, rich brown. Refer number 2 and Rose Quartz. Just patting the shade all over the lid, except for the inner corner. I'm laying down a base with a brush first, really kind of packing it onto my lid. Then I'll probably go back over the top with my finger just to intensify the color. Just taking my finger and patting that shade down. Wayne Goss number 7 and Astral Rose Orchid. Just going to use this on the inner corner. Just small pat and slight pull. Wayne Goss number 20 and Beyond Bronze. I'm just deepening this V. Morphe 124 and Antique Gold. Same shade, same brush. Just going to pat right up the center of my eyelid just to give a little highlight. The shade Rose Quartz can sometimes get a little lost. So I'm going to go back in with that Morphe 124 brush wet with some Max Fix Plus. And I'm going to see if I can't intensify that Rose Quartz on either side of the highlight. I'm just patting that on. And once again with the finger. The finger really does seem to work best with this shade. The shade does have fallout. Just gonna swipe that fallout and that bake from under my eye. Esom S31 and that same shade, Rose Quartz. Same brush, Astral Rose Orchid. Wayne Goss 05 and Beyond Bronze. That Wayne Goss 17 from the beginning, no shadow added to it. I'm just buffing right at the edge, the lower edge of that shadow. Morphe 124, once again wet, and Antique Gold. Refer 14 clean fluffy brush. Just blending the edge. One last time with that antique gold on my finger. Morphe M124 in rose quartz. Just tapping this onto my waterline. As always, this is a glittery shade. Only do this if you feel comfortable doing it. Okay, that completes the shadow for this quad. Now we're going to move on to the other eye. So we're moving on to the Blitz Astral quad in Nocturnal Nirvana on the right eye. There really isn't a light shade to use as a transition shade in this palette. I'm going to start with the shade Blitz Purple and kind of do a little bit of the same thing as I did on the other eye. Try to put it on a little more sheer and then concentrate it more in the crease. This is the Wayne Goss number 18 brush, by the way. Just really going to be patient with this and shear it out. It'll shear out to a very pretty lavender gray. I was going to say there really isn't a nice neutral shade to use as a transition shade in this palette, but there kind of is because we're creating one, right? We're creating a nice soft gray, which definitely can be used as a transition shade. See, sheared out, that's a very light gray, lavender, periwinkle, whatever you want to call it, shade that works nicely as a transition shade. Okay, Scott Barnes 63 and that same shade, Blitz Purple. And now I'm just packing the shadow on. Really want it to be a rich purple. One last time, I'm just going to take the shade now and just go through the crease. It's really darkening the center of this crease. Scott Barnes 61 and Blitz Aquamarine. Just packing this shade all over the lid, letting the shape of the brush help me curve that crease, or hug the curve of that crease. Just like most of Pat McGrath's kind of glittery shades, this one's gonna want the finger. Goss 07 and Incandescent Gold. Being sure to pull this shade all the way up here after I had sheared out some. Of course, I'm going to go under my brow bone with it. I'm going to blend it out to just under my brow here. There is some fallout from the Blitz Aquamarine shade. Sonia G Crease 1 and VR Emerald. Going all the way across the lower lash line and blending it in the edge of the upper shadow. Same shade and BK Beauty 204, which is a smudger brush. Just pulling it along to intensify that shade. Doing the same thing as on that other eye, the Morphe 124 brush and that VR Emerald, and laying it down on my waterline. I've said this before, but I feel like it always bears repeating. Number one, if you're not comfortable putting a glittery shade this close to your eye, don't do it. Number two, when you take a shade and put it on your waterline, since your waterline is moist, turns it into like a wet shadow, so it has a little more pop. Now I'm going to take that same brush and Incandescent Gold, and I'm just going to touch right in the center of my lid. I'm just tapping. I'm not dragging, I'm not pulling. Okay, so that completes the shadow portion of these two eye looks. I'm going to put some eyeliner on and mascara and show you what they look like completed. Okay, so these are the completed eye looks using the Blitz Astral Quad in Ritualistic Rose and Nocturnal Nirvana. I added some Milk Boss eyeliner to my upper tight line and put on some mascara. I hope you like these looks. Now on to the last look. Okay, so now for the final look using the Blitz Astral Quad in Iconic Illumination. Wayne Goss 18 and Blitz Brown. And once again, a common theme in these little quads is at first I'm going to try to apply this shade fairly sheer, really buff it out to use it as a transition shade. Same brush, same shade. Once again, now I want it to be a very rich bronzy brown. Refer 02 and Blitz Bordeaux. Just patting this shade all over the lid. Or all over the center of the lid, I guess I should say. Once I feel like the color is shearing out some, I'm going to just kind of blend it over into this outer corner, up to the crease. Same brush and Bronze Gold 003. Just lightly, barely touching my skin, just fanning this out. I'm going to pick a little bit more of that shade up and go right under my brow. Ciroc Classic Small and Gold Astral Allure. Just going to pack this right in this inner groove and corner of my eye. Same brush, same shade. I'm just going to highlight the very center under my brow. Now you can choose just to leave this look right here, do your liner, do your lashes. It's beautiful, be done. But I'm going to take that same shade and the same brush and highlight the very center of my lid. I actually love doing this. And then if you wanted to amp that highlight up, what do? You do the finger. Sweep off this bake. Wayne Goss 17 and Blitz Brown. Really buffing the shade down. Sonia G Pencil 1 and Blitz Bordeaux. Same brush in Bronze Gold. Morphe 124 and Blitz Bordeaux. Okay, so that completes the shadow portion of the look with the Blitz Astral Quad in Iconic Illumination. I'm going to real quick put some liner and some lashes on, do my brows, and come back, show you the final look, and we'll wrap this video up. Okay, so this is the final look using the Blitz Astral Quad in Iconic Illumination. I added some Milk Boss liner to my upper waterline and put on some Koosh mascara.
Okay guys, well I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for those of you that already subscribed. Thank you, I love you, it means the world to me. Thank you so much for anyone that made it all the way through here, for giving me your time. Thank you for giving me a chance by clicking on my video. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Mwah.